to the blue taxi.
Hello everybody, this is Jack and welcome back to a brand new live stream. How's it going? Tonight, because it's nighttime for me. Tonight we are going to play Virtue's Last Reward. That's right. So you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Don't forget to grab your snacks and stuff, you know. We're gonna spend a little bit of time here. I like to make my streams shorter, so yeah, as soon as it hits 9.5 for me, so like probably 9 minutes. Yeah, more or less like 9 minutes, 8 minutes. We're gonna start the stream. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. You can support the channel and check out more work from us. And yeah, the world will be better if you check those links out for sure. Gino, welcome to the stream. Of course, welcome Ipiki, sorry, wow. Kyle and Garbage Human, as well as, wait a second, Oscar. Welcome to the stream. Alright, Gino, that's nice for you to say, at least to say hi and check on the stream. That's, to me, that's the most important. Wow, are you serious? Garbage Human, you're not garbage at all. That was a fantastic donation. I think that's, what, the highest donation I got so far on stream? Wow. Here's some funds to get you started. Love your work. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to not let you down. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, on stream, I think that's the biggest one. There you go. That's the best single donation I have got. So thank you very much for that. Wow. Well, that's a good start. Gets me pumped to start the stream. Yeah. But of course, once again, I'll let you know that we have more stuff going on. So make sure you check the description. And if you haven't watched the previous episodes and you don't know the story of this game, I'll recommend you to go check the playlist called, I think it's Nintendo DS, 3DS, and PC. And the name of the playlist is called the Nonary Game, or the Zero Escape series, or something like that. It's there, and you should be able to find it quite easily. You can check all the episodes from the first game until this point, okay? So you don't get lost in the story. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people here already played the game, or know about the game, or have checked, or have been accompanying the series so far. So that's also great. You don't need to do that. But if you didn't, of course, if you didn't see that, if you didn't watch those episodes, yeah, I would recommend you to go back and watch them. Or play the game along. I mean, it's always cool to see you choose something and I choose something else. Well, this game is not really a good example for that because we watch it and it's done. But still. Well, thank you, Gino. Your words are kind, and like I said, I will try to give you all guys the best I can. Always. Don't worry, that the money you give to the channel will be focused on getting better equipment, but not only that, to try to produce extra stuff. I want to give you guys stuff for giving me the support. So I have plans for the future. I have some ideas that I want to make true, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna love it. So yeah. Looking forward to that. Oh, and we have a Discord server now. We don't need to wait for approval to get in that server. You can just hop right in. And after a while, if people, if you get close to the people on the server, you might get some roles to start posting different stuff. But the server is accessible for everybody, and it's there for you to come by and relax. So yep. I'll be waiting for you there, and you can share your work if you do stuff. You can share your own work on the Discord server, alongside with giving a little bit feedback to others who also produce. So, kind of like that. I haven't been doing too much lately because my time has been really tight. But we'll see. I can kind of find a way to make all of this work, because I don't want to leave this channel behind. So the more support you give to the channel, the more focused I'll be on the channel, and that's just it. I mean, we reached 3,000 subscribers a while ago, and I want to keep that number, at least keep that number, which is a milestone for the channel. I never reached that much, of course. And I still have to make that video. I still have to make that video to thank the 3,000 subscribers for coming. What a milestone. But anyway, yep. So all 4 of you who are watching right now, thank you so much for coming. Or 5 maybe, yeah, 5. Sit back. In 3 minutes we're gonna start the stream, the gameplay part of the stream. Meanwhile, if you have any questions to ask before we start, just go ahead and ask. As you can see on screen, we have t-shirts for charity. So if you're interested in wearing a t-shirt, those are not the only artworks there are. You can go there and browse for other stuff. There's not only t-shirts, but there's also mugs. I think there's one that has a hoodie. So just go there and browse and see what you can find. The least I give to charity is 75% of the profit. The profit, in some t-shirts go 100%, others go 75%. Doesn't really matter, it's still a huge value. I don't get anything from it. Some of the t-shirts, well, if I get $2, no, I never got $2 actually. So as you can see, it's really low what comes to me, but the rest goes to charity, and I'm proud of it. I want to make more stuff towards charity in the future. That would be just perfect if I could do that. But anyway, today we have some final routes to complete. Of course, there's a lot more to the game, but the final visible routes are there. And I'm probably not going to do them all today, but I may do something about it. By the way, I said 2 weeks ago that I was going to start with Conker's Bad Fur Day. And nope, I'm probably not going to do that soon. And that is because that friend of mine wants to co-commentate this series, and we're probably gonna opt for a let's play instead of a live stream, which will probably make the game feel a lot quicker than live stream, less episodes, but at the same time we can kind of present to you the game a little bit better. Instead of playing Conker, I'm gonna try to play another game that was being requested for me to play. Oops, a while back. There's another game someone bought for me to play, which I still have, and that someone you may know is Adam. Adam actually gave me that game, and I have to play that game. I'm curious to know what it is, and I have no clue. So it's gonna be completely blind, and we'll see. I'm not gonna give away too much of what it is, but we'll see. So you guys, are you ready? I'm gonna start. I don't see the chat updating, so I'm gonna assume nobody's saying anything. And yeah. All right. Is my sound all right? Hopefully you guys understand everything I'm saying, because I'm afraid sometimes the music might be too loud and drowns my words, but we'll see. Alright. Man, this chat is so quiet everywhere. Like, I have three chats on screen. Oh, okay, cool. Good! I was afraid that the chat wasn't working. Here, audio is okay. Fantastic. So, let's get right on with it. And start the game, shall we?
Welcome to the Blue.
And here we are. So let me just my setup here, ready to go, and start from the beginning. No, just continue the game. And last time we were faced with, was it last time we got the Tenmyoji ending? I think it was. So we're gonna pick up from that and see what we have left to do. And of course, the introduction will play, because it likes to play. Is there a skip function? There should be skip. Hurry up, boy! Alright, should be able to open the menu now and check out the flowchart. Here we go. Here we are. So, what do we have to do? We have this route here, which is locked to us because we don't have the ID and the password to go in and open. There's a computer we have to input the password in, and we don't have anything to do that. This route here is blocked because there's a to be continued. We still don't have enough of the story to know what to do here. Same for this route. So what's left to do? This route here that just opened, as you can see, this one says that we actually have the story to continue through and explore these branches here. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm first going to go this way. Probably I'll let you like choose which path I should choose. So let's go. And oh, by the way, the question of this section here is, there isn't enough antiviral medication. It's not a question, but I'm asking. Of course, there is. At the moment, there's like only 4 people here. Yeah, true. I thought weird so much silence. That's why I was asking. That route in the left is one of the finals. On the left, okay. So probably go for the right one then. All right, cool. Let's jump in. Okay. It's kind of sinister.
All right, please pay attention, everyone.
All right, we will.
You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Dun dun dun! On our way back, Phi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
Immunogoblin.
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir.
Okay. Wait. What about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself.
It's a shame.
The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelivir.
Oh, wait, that reminds me of something from another timeline.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted his small, unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft cling. Oh boy, it's the Excelivir bottle! I bent down slowly and picked it up. Ooh. Is this medicine?
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Axel... Exelav...
Excelivir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Wow. What'd you say?
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards.
I saw last time you read the Quark letter. What do you think of that ending? I've always liked it. I like the ending. I like all the endings so far. And that one was touchy actually. It was interesting to see how much relationship between Quark and Tenmyoji there is. And but that route also not only revealed that story, but it also revealed kind of, not really, it's not bluntly explained, but that Tenmyoji might be Junpei from 999. But that's because of the photo of young Akane, and it could be anyone, but that fact kind of like, if he's not Junpei, then it doesn't really make sense. That's what I mean. That's one of the few times I don't mind getting betrayed. Yeah. That was worth it. I did not. Okay.
It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that.
What you think is appropriate or not, Mr. K? That's nah. Forget it. I was going to say something, but I think everybody here understands what character K is.
To be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person. The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
Or can we? While we all stood stunned, Fi moved, stepping over to Quark and quickly ran her hand through his clothes and stepped back in a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Yep.
Only one person can be saved.
How can it?
Who should we give it to?
Both.
Alice or Quark?
Both. What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of them.
Then what are we going to do?
Do you have to spell it out? Do I have to spell it out, actually? We're going to save them both.
How?
Oh, that's, it's an interesting question. I need you to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there. I knew it. And he came back. IG. Immunoglobulin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is? It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
IG replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
Oh my goodness! It all clicks now. I didn't know what IG meant. I don't think. Maybe IG means hemoglobulin, so it replicates those things. So basically, oh my, yeah, okay. Now we know exactly what it does. I knew it copied like flasks and stuff, but my. Because you can see, like, I noticed this thing here and the absence of it here. So this looks like a bottle of, you know, Exalavir. And I thought, like, maybe it's just a liquid replicator. No, it's actually an immunoglobulin replicator. So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Ice cream by the gallon was the best. Best idea ever. That's it! I've got it! The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine.
What?
It can copy immunoglobulin. Antibodies. Luna just said Exalavir is made from antibodies. And that means we can make more Exalavir.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it. Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
Yeah. We never could figure out what it did, though.
There you go.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sigma?
Oh, the question. Again. No, not this question. I just know, okay? I saw it. When I was in the laboratory.
When was that?
When I used to hang here when I was a kid.
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. No. deal was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice. I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelivir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Oh, wow.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yes!
Yeah, no time to waste.
Run! We all nodded. Wait, we can't leave them here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind to look after them?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
All right then, let's go. Luna, you're a charming person. Such a caring soul. Man, I really like Luna. Probably my favorite character of all of them. All of them. Just because she's so nice and you can trust her because she trusts everybody. Kinda sounds weird though. It's too good. She's too good of a character. Something there too. I know it. There has to be. Are we going to know more about Luna now? Because we know a little bit about her, but we never got the Luna ending. So I assume there's more to her than meets the eye. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Luna is the best indeed.
So this is the lab, huh?
Yes.
Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So this can copy the Excelivir?
Back, guys. Dang. I was only supposed to be a few minutes, and I ended up distracted by conversations. Conversations are nice. Don't worry. You didn't lose much. Just Sigma realizing that this machine exists in this timeline. So, there you go. We arrived just now, so you didn't miss much. I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelivir into the slot on the side of the machine. Wow, fancy! An empty vial, already protruded? Oh, okay, protruded from the other side. Presumably, it was where the duplicated Excelivir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it.
Yeah, Tenmyoji, that's exactly what I do with the game. I skip the repeated cutscenes. Oh. Hello, Ron. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. So, yeah, nice to meet you. And thanks, Epiki, for inviting a friend. That's awesome. That's exactly what we need. Like sharing the stream around and letting people know. Hopefully you guys, new guys, like to be here and stay for more streams because I like to see the chat and read what you guys have to say.
Just press the damn thing.
All right, and pressed. All right. Wolfpack raid. You dropped a sub and a like. That's thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Today this stream is going very well. Let's not jinx it. Oh man, thank you so much. Really. I find it strange. Maybe you don't have the notification thing on. Maybe you don't let people know who you subscribe to. Usually you get a notification on screen knowing that you subscribed. You know, your name appears in big. But if I don't get the notification of who subscribed, I don't see that notification on screen. It's not presented on screen.
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
Sorry, I pressed the button.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
I have it on private, yeah. That's still my bad. No problem. No problem. It's your choice. You just don't see your name on screen. That's no problem, but yeah. Well, welcome. Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. Man, look at that. Duplicated the vial. Like, same quantity. I reached down and pulled both vials off from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. Oh crap. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Ah, sorry. My hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah. Just one, though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on! If it's broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Miyoji could reply, Fai spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear her voice coming from near my feet. Looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, you moron!
No, the vial's fine.
Of course it is! What did you find?
See?
What did you find, Fai? Let us know. She held it up in one hand, but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
My God. Are we going to find the dead body of Zero? She slid back from the table, quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. Holy crap! We found the second bomb. We found bomb 1, 3, and now 2. So I think we started with 3, and now and then we found 1, and this time we finally found bomb number 2. So there are the 3 bombs, but apparently there's a 0 bomb, and we haven't found that one yet.
Whoa. Really? That makes 2 then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
And yeah, they're saying that makes 2 because technically in this timeline we didn't find the other one. There's a third one we found in another timeline, but not in this one.
So there were more bombs.
Yep. This time it seems Dio isn't ruining everything. Yeah. Ron is a streamer himself, by the way, guys. If you like Crash Bandicoot, consider giving him a sub. Definitely, I like Crash Bandicoot, so yeah. I'm definitely going to check that channel out. Remind me to do so. Maybe the bombs are coordinated as the password. No, I mean there's too few digits with only the the. I don't know. We'll see. I think there's a password. Like I have a password. Oh, there you go. There you go. Here's your name. Here's your name. Jay Coley, welcome to the stream. So like I was saying, we have the 0 bomb password and the 1 bomb password, but we don't have the second and the third. There's still 2 passwords missing. We have the code for the 2 lions head puzzle with the computer stuff.
So it would seem.
Oh, sorry, I read your name and I didn't read what you said. I think you'll ever stream Mario plus Rabbit Kingdom Battle. I don't have a Switch. Probably soon I will. We'll see if I play the game. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe someday. Who knows? I won't promise anything though. I fixed it for you. There you go. You have your name on screen. At least everybody knows you're here, and there's your name too. See on the list? There you go. So okay. Now let's continue with the story because I can't miss any details. Otherwise, it's gonna be really tricky for us to follow the story and kind of figure out what's going on. You know.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Are you sure? Did you look under the table? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Clover.
And I looked real hard.
Yeah. Like last time. Yeah, if you want to check my Crash Bandicoot out, that would be cool. but the Super Meat Boy and the Final Fantasy streams get a lot more attention. I actually would go for the Crash Bandicoot stuff because I'm not a Super Meat Boy fan, and well, Final Fantasy. I'm into Final Fantasy kind of, but I never had a huge attachment for the series. But I grew up with Crash Bandicoot, and that's a game from my childhood, so I definitely would love to. Irish cream shot time. Irish cream shot time. Oh gosh. Alright. That looked okay.
And somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us, including me.
No, not any of us.
Why?
I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out,
Then
so I was keeping an eye on him.
You're like you're stepping back real quickly, so you probably are a suspect. Maybe you're working with Dio because we know Dio and bombs, you know.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane. Listen to yourself. There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb.
Calm down, Tenmyoji, okay? You're making yourself look suspicious. Although we know he's not guilty, it's still suspicious, you know? Don't do that, don't do that. Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kei when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
Ooh, what does this button do? I turned in time and see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
It's an SD card. Let's plop it in the monitor in the infirmary. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. The recording, maybe not. Oh no, the recording was a blue one. This one is purple. Purple.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes, I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
It's like, do you think it's not? Oh, unless it is, then I guess so. Like, it's so contradictory. Like, if it's not left intentionally, well, I suppose it was an accident. Yeah, right. I mean, yeah. Anyway, let's take a look. Could I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
And now Sigma puts the card in his mouth and starts to chew. Nobody will see the truth. I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. There is no monitor. Nothing. I guess it's back to square one. I'm here again. Oh, yeah! Intro, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
Come on, if I knew, I'd be doing it. Just head back to the infirmary.
10 minutes remain
Oh boy.
until Ambidex game polling closes.
Okay, you know what? Let's just inject those guys with the thing and run to the thing. Any timeline? Oh, sorry. We must have our Mario XCOM. Any timeline jumping since the end of the last stream? AKA, did I miss anything? Well, you really didn't. We started with, the to be continued part that opened, where Sigma basically, I don't know what you missed last time, but Sigma basically had the knowledge that there is, in fact, a replicator for the
All players, please
For
enter
the-
your votes.
a replicator for the Exalavir. So we actually replicated we came back to the lab with the flask of Exalavir, and we replicated that solution to now find the second. We also found the second bomb, and we found in a purple SD card. So now we'll see what's gonna happen. Hope you have a great stream. Catch you around later, man. Headed back to sleep. You do well. Sleep well, my friend. Thanks for coming, and thank you for the sub and the like. Hopefully I can see you in the next stream. Alright, let's continue then.
If no vote is recorded before...
We know.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
You know, you can put it in your mouth and let it blow in your stomach, like, you know, the Mask kind of comical effect cartoon. But I don't think it will actually work. So the best solution is probably to just leave it alone.
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
Honestly, YouTube recommends me your streams every time you play this. Only this one game, though. Yep, because it's based on what game you watch the most. It checks for similarities, and similar games or the same game will pop up and show more in your recommended. Although I also haven't streamed anything since Wario Land Shake It ended. So basically, those are the only streams you see. Like I think I have 3 streams, back to back of Virtue's Last Reward. That's what I've been playing this whole time. So yeah, must be it. Must be why.
True, but
what? But what?
Drop it.
Drop it like it's hot.
We can talk about the bombs later.
I'll show you the route. By the way, again, I'll show you the flowchart, and you tell me if I found out who K is. Kind of confusing, but I found out who K is. We have no idea what that means, but of course, if you guys haven't seen any the previous episodes, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Under that mask is actually a copy of ourselves. He looks exactly like us. So K is basically Sigma 2.0 with a better accent than me. Huh? Yep, there you go. So that's basically what I know of the story. As you can see, everything that's locked, I have no clue. So we'll continue.
Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Exalavir, and head to the floor A warehouse. That's exactly what I said
Right.
a minute ago or two. Or Sigma might be K 2.0. Maybe. Alright. Let's go. Run, and the polling was in.
This ought to do it.
Okay.
It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Thankfully, her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before I was completely gone.
Are they really going to be alright?
Before was completely gone. Sorry, wow, I read it so badly. I'm tired. I'm tired. I woke up at 6 a.m. This is right now 10 p.m. So yeah.
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir.
Nice. Not poison. The thing is, why didn't they replicate it a few more times just in case? Like, we are all here and we sometimes have, like, we had the opportunity to see some symptoms appear in certain situations that kind of remind us that probably we also have the virus, which is weird to think about that. But anyway, the thing is, to make sure nobody's infected, we should have another copy or two. Whatever. Who am I to judge? What is Blue species? Sorry if I am rude. Blue species. Well, Blue is an alien, if it's known by everybody that knows Blue and heard a little bit the basic story of her. She's an alien, and yep, and her the technical name that basically is kind of a rough naming of her species would be Anura sapiens. And if you know what Anura is a class of a family of frogs. So that makes Blue some sort of, you know, frog type creature. Yep, that's pretty much what she is. And Sapiens part is more like a sort of relation to the fact that she has evolved from that line, similar to the humans did, how the human species, human Homo sapiens, you know, how they evolved. So now I need to go back to the story. You guys, if you have any more questions like that that require a little bit more explanation, I would suggest you to wait until the end of the stream, because I'm going to do an in-stream chat time where you can ask all your questions for a little bit, and I can answer all your all your questions. Hey, googling Anura sapiens led me to your DeviantArt because it's unique. Had to dust off the shot glass, but now for the shot. Yeah, I like frogs. That's not the focus, actually. Blue is not supposed to be like, you don't have to focus on the fact she's a frog. Just focus on the fact she's an alien. That's really what the character is. But well, let's go back to the story, because you came here for the game, right?
The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated...
It's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Just run. Just run.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. The Flora A warehouse is waiting. Onwards to victory. Yeah. I kinda... Oh, the stream hiccuped? Yeah. Okay. Didn't happen on my side, so it's cool. So that's not my problem. My technical difficulty, let's say. It wasn't my side of things. Good. It's a shame though, because that must be YouTube, so... Yep. I am the only one whose stream is lagging. You know what's maybe happening is that I have the low latency option turned on. You have a more direct answer from me. Like, I can see the chat, like, quicker. I can respond to you quicker. But it actually affects... It's like, since there's a lot less time for buffering, you'll get some buffering at some point. So the stream can kind of balance out. Kind of sad, but that's the best I can do to have as little time between what you say and what I say, you know. Yeah. Well, I didn't drop anything. I didn't drop frames. The stream is good. So, yeah, don't think it's my side. If it's my side, it'll reflect in the final version at the end, okay? Hello, Brighter Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, we need to continue this story. Oh my gosh. Huh? Where's Tenmyoji?
He stayed back in the infirmary.
Alright. What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice.
I literally just got back from school. Well, welcome back from school. Hope you have your time to relax. Oh, been a while since I touched a drop of alcohol. Good for you, and everybody should take a good example of this, because yeah, alcohol can be beneficial, but if you don't know how to control alcohol, it can kill you. Not only literally kill you, but also kill your life. Can we just go to your house and watch there? I mean, sure. I mean, why not? But, yeah, I mean, awkward?
I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate.
I don't think you'll keep your word, Dio, so fine, you know exactly what to do. It'll be YouTube, as they recently updated the Android app. It's now looking like they're possibly finalized YouTube Red date. The YouTube Red thing on is coming over to the to Europe outside of that's outside of the US and stuff. Are we gonna get finally the YouTube Red on our side? Sure, Dio, sure.
You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left.
And Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Alcohol, never abuse it. You will not regret what you do. You will not regret what you do. Influenced by it, you will regret the wasted money spent on it. And other stuff too. Sometimes you will regret some stuff you do because of it. Who knows? But at the time you don't think about it. The iOS app is very aggressive. It starts automatically if you try opening YouTube on a web browser. Oh, okay. Like literally, forgot what I did last night. Darn, IPA is so. But you can trust Dio, right? Nope. Always trust Dio. Steven, welcome to the stream, by the way.
Since Dio said he's going to pick an ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will,
Yeah, I mean, Kyle, like I said, if you know how to control alcohol, you're fine. Don't think you control it, but if you know you're controlling it, people around you don't see like you're abusing or anything like that, it's okay. Like drinking a beer once in a while, it's cool. It's okay, and it's actually good if you control it. It's actually good for you. Alcohol is not like some drinks actually can help you, but everything you do too much of, everything you abuse of, will be bad. Everything. There's nothing in this world that you don't. If you overdo it, will be good for you. Nothing. Nothing in this world will be good for you if you overdo it. The last time I drank alcohol was like 2 years ago. I'm 21, by the way. Okay, cool. I don't know where you're from. For example, for me, in Portugal you can drink with 18 years old, so it's cool. And even then, sometimes people start earlier. But by law, it's 18, I think. Yeah, it's quantity that's bad about alcohol, and it's also like every single thing in the world, but mainly drugs, and technically alcohol is kind of a drug, and it can hook you. It can, hook you, and letting it go would be bad. To me, it doesn't have this effect. I have full control of my alcohol consumption, so that's good. And yes, I do drink, but I don't overdo it. It's been a while since I drank anything, so I don't feel like the need to do it. Yeah, this seems like let's talk about random shit. Let me continue the game. So I want to talk, read the chat and be with you guys, but right now people want to. Yeah, that's pretty much it. People want to see the game going.
Kay and I are going to be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have left?
I've got 6.
As do I.
It's gonna be easy. Well, it will be a tough one then. I thought it was gonna be easy. Actually, if they both ally, they both get 8. If they both betray, they don't get anything. I'm pretty sure that if they are both greedy, technically if one of them allies, they're opening the door, the number 9 door, to the other one, so yeah. Oh, actually, 16 with a meal. I didn't know that. To be fair, income is too bad to be an alcoholic. Yeah. Even if I had enough income, I wouldn't become an alcoholic. That's one of the things that I don't get hooked to.
If one of them can get the other to ally and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points. Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us both to vote ally, yes?
Yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, you're really gonna do it, right?
Yes.
Promise?
Promise.
Alright. I don't trust Kay either. He always promises stuff and never comes out alright.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of alcohol, I was saying all that, but if you have the choice to not drink, if you don't feel comfortable and you don't want to drink, don't do it. You don't need it. It's not needed. So stay away from it, okay? What I'm saying is, if you drink and if you can moderate your drinking, if you like drinking, it's fine as long as you don't abuse it. But if you don't want to, don't worry. Don't worry. You're not missing out on anything, okay? Well, the question is, do you trust Clover? Yeah. Good point. Remember that old lady didn't die in this route, so they probably really will ally this time. Yeah, there's this whole thing, like, one route, the lady dies, the other route, the bombs exist, and yet another route, which I don't remember exactly what happens, but there's something else that happens. But the old lady, I don't think she died in that route, and there's no bombs, so yeah. Very soft and well done, the art style of this game. Yeah, I agree.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now!
Indeed.
It's not like mind-blowingly beautiful, but it's really well done still.
Shall we?
That reminds me of the recent Phoenix Wright games also use that style. Yeah, like the past, the 999 also used sprites, and Phoenix Wright also did it in the first games. So It's kind of interesting to see how both relate in that art style. Just don't give Clover an axe. No. Also, ally with Alice since she's knocked out. Oh, okay. We're against Alice. That's right. DOK and Fi and Clover all took off immediately, heading to a different AB rooms. Continuing from the left, Dio went into room 3, K went into room 4, and Fi and Clover went to room 5 and 6 respectively. That left Luna and myself. Ah, we're with Luna. That's right. Okay. What do you think? What do you think about taking the one on the far left?
Sounds good.
Then let's go. What? With that settled, we headed into the AB room number 1. Luna, what do you think we should? Do you think we should jump off a bridge or something? Call one, and she would be like, "Sounds good to me." And I'd be like, "Luna, do you have a soul? Maybe. Can you find your soul within you? No, but maybe I have one. Okay, shut up." Ah, okay. So that's right. So both of those routes have the old lady dead, but the other one has the bombs, but no old lady found there. Which is the one we're in. We have the bombs, but no old lady to be seen. Okay, I see. Perfect Luna description. Yeah. I know, right? But she's awesome. But at the same time, she kind of, the more I play and that comfort there is around Luna becomes more and more unsettling. You know what I mean? Like, I actually like streams with fewer viewers. It means someone will actually see my messages. Streams with 20k plus viewers are way too noisy. When the chat goes too fast, it's so sad. They're missing most of the conversation, and sometimes a fan wants to say hi and the streamer doesn't see it, nobody cares, and that message will be lost forever. Oh well. That's why there's the slow chat, by the way. The slow chat is here for that. It goes slow and everybody has a chance to talk. But maybe it's not exactly the, you know, the chat can be noisy. Can't be noisy though. True. We know. You know what we mean. Gosh. Specifics. Unless you have the
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Unless you have the little notification sound, but I don't think the chat of YouTube has that option. Gladly.
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary, so...
You're saying we should pick Ally, right? Since Alice is going to default to that anyway.
Yes.
I know. It's not really fair to betray somebody who isn't voting. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the Nonary game didn't seem so scary. You see, that comfort is so weird. Stream hiccup again?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Hello, Vivin.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ally or betray? So, the situation is Luna and I are voting against the unconscious Alice, who is not able to vote. So, technically, if we choose Ally, we both get points. 2 points. If we betray, it's a free 3 points for us. giving -2 to Alice. And that's bad because it's like not playing fair. Like you have that person doesn't have a choice, so you press betray and you betray. Done. So, gosh, what should I choose? What's the best routes to choose right now? I would ally just because I don't want to be evil, but if betray is actually a better route to go to. So far I have 1 ally and 2 betray. So what do you want to see first, ally or betray? Because you know I'm gonna come back for the choice. Okay, you guys, I give you a little bit of time for you to vote. Two allies, 2 betrays. 2 allies and 2 betrays. We're tied. 2 allies and 3 betrays. What if Alice betrays? She can't. She's unconscious. Ally. We're tied. We're still tied. Guys, we need to untie this. Flip a coin. If it's tied. Yeah, probably will. Okay, that works. Heads or tails? Heads. Okay, heads and it's ally. Tails and it's betray. Ally. Okay, also I got the 2 votes for ally, so that matches. We're gonna ally.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Oh yeah!
Thank you for your participation.
You know, I feel good about it.
Ambidex gates now opening.
I feel like I did a good thing. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Alright, so let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
I feel good about myself. Like I allied.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Guys, we allied.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Why can't all the games go like this? Everybody allied. 3 games and we're out. All together. Huh? What? Fuck. What the fuck? I mean, look at I mean, everybody betrayed. It's not possible, Alice. What? I died. I just noticed I died because what? Oh, come on.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Oh, come on.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Oh my goodness. Why? And I mean, of course I was expecting like Fine to choose Betray and Dio to choose Betray also because that was obvious. Dio was going to betray, no promises. K is dumbass. And I was pretty sure both would actually be greedy and take the betray. Promises of allying and all together. But Alice? She's not even awake. But how did she got... She didn't get time. It wasn't enough time for her to... Was it? Yeah, Sigma. Exactly that. That's... Haha, betrayed. Yeah. Dio's gonna be pissed too, yeah. And Kay and Clover probably are going to have a little bit of argument. What if the old lady... Oh no. Hey, Juan, welcome to the stream. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. That's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betrayed? It was a question I would never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing through my veins, but I knew it was there. First, BD, an aesthetic soap-horror. Yo, yo, yo! I blinked, and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, I felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, and I gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma!
Ugh!
Sigma!
My face! I don't feel it! Hang
on!
I hang on, for sure.
No!
I'm dead.
Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No, why?
Because we're too nice. That's why my eyelids felt like they were... Felt like they were made of lead. But I forced them open. Open them. Yeah, that's true. And we got $20 too on the stream. So that's going quite well today. Oh shit, is Alice stirring some shit? Now you feel good by good choosing betray, yeah. Yeah. I kinda am. We'll see. Not bad. That's the highest, like it's the highest single donation I got so far. So that was really nice. We could see more of what what in that person's stream are called the Wolfpack. The future may hit 4K soon. Nice. Everything was growing blurry. Okay, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I watched them all. And yet, there she stood. An apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Wow, she almost looks like a ghost. All this. The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? But even if she had, I choose betray. Then the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. As I soaked myself into despair and darkness, and never saw the light again, and died in this shithole. Game freaking over, because I was too nice. Everybody betrayed except Siggy. Siggy is the guy to trust. But nobody trusts him. Oh, I was watching a stream and someone. Oh yeah. When there's a huge amount. There's a few people that are people are not able to give that amount of money unless they have a bank. You know, what's it called? A loan. They do it with a loan. You know. But even though for donations, that's really way high. So yeah, having anything up to 20 or 30, it's a humble amount, and it helps. I mean, $1. If every single subscriber of a channel would actually provide $1, that would actually support the channel quite a lot. I saved, right? I saved. Let's override it again. Saved. So it's a dead end. Cool. Let's continue. Now it's time to pay back. Well, actually 2 months later, streamer confirmed that it was real. That's a rare case. That's a really rare case. A golden toilet seat. Oh gosh. Yeah, usually it's a mistake, but some people can do it and it works. Okay, so be it, right? Now watch Alice voting ally, or not voting at all.
It's probably a little...
It's probably a little bit too late. Let's betray the heck out of that bitch. Now we're not gonna be the doofuses not voting. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting.
Luna, I was in another timeline, and I saw it happen.
I thought...
You thought wrong. Why is Quark wearing cinder blocks? Good point. Good question. It's a weird one. That kid. Get your revenge. Everyone betrays this round, lol. 0 points for everybody, but at least we don't die. There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I picked betray instead. I had almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. The killer instinct. Luna is disapproving, but she doesn't know. Yep. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Maybe you guys were the evil spirits who pointed me to betray somebody. Wah! In Japan, certain cultures wear cinder blocks. Interesting. Actually, the reason of Quark's hat is in the golden files. I won't read them, of course, right now. Only when we reach the end of the game, and that's when I'm gonna check them. Probably during the finale, I'm gonna check all those. Right. Well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd have ever taken. You know, let me go back in Ally again because I don't want to see that sad face. I'd rather die to see that sad face. Oh man, Luna's disapproval is not good. Not good. Oh. That reminds me of the one metagame. If it detects a recorder running, some characters will actually talk to the viewers of the Let's Play. Wow. Imagine Luna's surprise when Alice betrays. Yeah. If she actually betrays, because we know she betrays in that route.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will please direct you.
Alright. It hurts to betray Luna. It's just not right. It just doesn't feel right. Betray, betray. Betray, betray. 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 Yes! Everybody betrayed. We don't trust anybody. Of course.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
You know what a thong is? Do you know what a thong is? My game is hicking up. My computer has been acting really weird lately, so yeah, don't mind me. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and I looked again. There you go. She did it again. Oops, Alice did it again. She betrayed my ass, and I'm gonna die. Well, I actually betrayed, so I'm safe. No. How can Alice's vote be betrayed? That's not possible. Oh my god! Alice? No! She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. Can I die now? Oh man. She looks crazy, right? From around me, I heard the chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me? Coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked Betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible.
Don't forget that if the stream buffers, you have to update the page so it goes back to the live feed. Okay? But if it's 10 seconds, it's not that bad.
I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people.
Good.
A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AB room?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
Oh no, the 10 seconds. Oh boy.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
Oh my god. You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I'd picked ally, you would have had 9 and just escaped. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
You're a bitch. Are you serious? You would have killed me. We died in the other timeline. We saw that happening. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close of murdering me. And I could have got, I could have been with 4 points now, and you would be with, what, 4 points too? So, we would be more or less equal. That was stupid. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Tell me the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Fine, Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen ally, Phi would have killed Tenmyoji.
Dio... When Dio is in the room, there's always betray. It's always betray. Dio is the betray guy. Phi only did what was right because, yeah, it's obvious that Dio was going to choose betray and not let Tenmyoji decide. And of course Tenmyoji, to a certain extent, just to make sure he wouldn't die, like, it was perfectly understandable that that betray would happen. Like, there's no chance. Dio chooses betray all the time. Tenmyoji would do that just to defend himself. But that would imply that he would betray Phi, who would die. So Phi also chose betray to protect herself. Makes sense. Kay and Clover were greedy. They both wanted the points, so both chose betray to get the 3 points, and none of them got them. That's all there is. You bitch, you should be asleep, because my choosing betray wouldn't kill you, and it would save me from another round. Okay? So let's just make things clear here, okay? Fine.
And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
Exactly. But the silence on the it's like they know that happened. I turned to look at the results again. Before I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized there was only one word across the roster: betray. It shouldn't be betray. It's like betray, betray. Echoing, you know. Yeah, everybody betrayed. We don't trust one another. Whatever trust we've managed to build has fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. It had it been the bomb? There you go, 3 and 2. That's what we found this route. The 1 is in the garden. If I recall, I think the number 1 bomb is in the gardens. Let me move this mic a little bit closer. Thank you. Can you say there's a game in this one? There's a puzzle in this one? We'll see. Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason... Oh, sorry. Whatever the reason, if it keeps up, we'd never manage to escape. Because 0 escape, you know? Q credits. We'd been trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall. Which
My
basically,
apologies, Sigma.
basically it's my life, talking to a wall sometimes. Trying to explain things to people and it's like, yeah, whatever.
But I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Okay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Delicate constitution. The words he so obviously chose. Delicate constitution. Now it doesn't work so well as outsider. But if you know the reference, that's nice.
Sorry.
Sorry. Get out. Get out of my sight, you betrayer. Dio.
Well, in that case,
Et tu? Fine.
yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit. Delicate
See?
my ass. Delicate my ass! Dio secretly has a crush on Luna confirmed. Oh boy. Because of that fact that they're opposite. Yeah. Took ally on Luna, and people shipped him because of this. The only time that Dio, well, because she's unbetrayable. Luna is unbetrayable. If you betray Luna, you'll feel bad for the rest of your life. Unless you really hate Luna because you don't like her personality or something.
There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
But you are.
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bitches.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No,
Are you sure? I chose betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma.
Thanks, Luna. And that is your answer for today. Why you can't betray Luna. Why you can't betray Luna is right here. And that's why the beginning of the stream said loading Luna.exe, because I knew Luna would come back at some point. That's the only character we haven't talked to in a while, so I expected her to appear now. Oh man. And then an axe appears. Oh boy, no, run away.
I think your hand must have just slipped or something.
Such innocence. It makes me cry.
Right?
And she believes it too. My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corner of my eye. It's called tears, Sigma. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed.
And everybody will die. No, wait.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the star round.
Your hand just slipped. Yeah, that's what happened. Of course.
Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys.
Good.
The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys. That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over too.
Wow.
Sigma, could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Isn't that the third way we heard Zero say that? Interesting. They have several voice clips for several quotes. Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta pair.
Bye-bye, Luna. See you in the next round. I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose.
I suppose. Hey.
We won't know until we have a look.
We've got about, what? 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open? So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB games if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah. If we've already got something like that, we all want to get out of here. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Excelivir. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right! The memory card! I pulled it out of my pocket and I held it out towards her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Good night, Gino. Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Dio and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then...
Yes! I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
Oh, cool. I didn't know about that. Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we'd left him, asleep on the bed. I forgot that detail. Actually, Tenmyoji was not in the room with Dio, so he couldn't have voted. So even more obviously, Dio was going to choose Betray, because he had the full choice. And an enemy common foe, isn't Dio enough? I just read that. Wish I could stay. Okay, yeah, exactly. So goodbye, Gino, and thank you so much for today. Steven Reyes, see ya, yeah, of course, and as well, Shantae says goodbye to Gino. Kyle too. Let me see more stuff in the chat. We can already deduce who laid the bombs based on what we saw change between the magenta, yellow, and cyan routes. Interesting. But we kind of know sort of what's what's going on, because we know already that Dio is responsible for those bombs, right? Just a matter of getting proof. I forgot, have we seen the other card yet? The other card? Yes, we already saw the Mars test site clip. Oh yeah, the blue card. Yeah. With the mysterious voice saying that that girl killed 6 billion people or something like that. 6 of them are dead. No, 6 billion. That was kind of weird. Quark was there as well, of course, but he was just as we'd left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to kill your face! I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. Remember that, guys. That's a lesson for life. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the latter.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Whoa, Clover! Whoa!
Go ahead.
Whoa, Tenmyoji! Whoa! Right. Considering it's Dio, pretty. Guys, is too cocky and dumped for his own good. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Man, we're gonna get him right now. Like, oh yeah, Clover, get it in already. Just as Luna said that. Sorry. Just as Luna has said, there was a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. There's big arrows too. That's what's up. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. What is this?
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
Well, nicely read, actually. That was clever. Clover. Yeah, it's right. It's just repeated. Oh, it looks so mixed up, like so random though. But it's right. The first, the third, each other row. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, whatever.
In other
Continue.
words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Huh.
Was there anything else on there? No, it doesn't look like it.
So we all get, all we get is this gibberish? Hey Alice, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Yeah, I thought about that too. Like, what? Alice sighed and stretch out your neck. From side to side. I'm gonna do the same. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Feels good to crack your spine from time to time to alleviate the tension. If you do it too often, though, you'll loosen up the articulations. Could be bad in the future. Maybe it's some sort of decryption key. Yep. Maybe. I thought about that too. We have, you know, the zero bomb. I think. No, wait. What was it? I think it was the zero bomb code, right? What we got from Mr. Dio actually led us to. I wrote it as zero bomb, but I think it's just a code to unlock the zero bomb code. We'll see. We'll see. Oh no! Wait! There was that huge code too. Yeah, I didn't write it down, but Sigma kind of remembered it. That was part of the story. Like Phi was saying, remember that, remember this code. Don't forget it. Alice sighed and stretched her hand. Okay, we read that.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
Holy crap! Who would have thought? That's perfect.
What?
Wonderful.
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
There you go. Myrmidons. Myrmidons. Some reason, I felt like I'd heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And I thought as soon as like Kyle talked about decryption key, I remembered that one was the key to get a key to decrypt something. So yep, there you go. That must be it. But I didn't note it down, so I hope it's not important. So, but we'll see. What are the Myrmidons? Yeah.
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Okay, 1 second. My TV's turning off, and I forgot my remote again. So be in a second. Hold on, there are your horses. Wait, where is it? What's funny is actually I'm talking to you like you're like impatient or something, but you're not. Unless you are, but you probably aren't. Like, hold your horses! Hold your horses! Don't... Wait! But no, it's not like you guys are too anxious. Is that the code? Oh my. Oh, this is the first line actually, yeah. Now remember this code here and you'll be good for the rest of the game.
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
There you go.
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
Damn, I've got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
Good job, Alice. Good job. What?
How am I supposed to decode it?
But I have the decryption key right in my mind.
I don't have the key.
I do.
Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
I know.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
Oh. Sigma, please remember.
See.
Not much we can do then. Can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice, Clover, who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something like that. Just what the hell kind of a job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why, it's confidential. Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
Ooh. Or maybe it's Tenmyoji. Or maybe it's Clover or Luna. Or maybe it's you. Or maybe it's Dio. And that's idiotic. Of course I'm not...
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
I am your enemy. Because right now, I am going to strangle you to death. I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of us to get out of here. Just please tell us. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. But we have too little information. We need your help. Fine. If you won't tell us about it yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she leapt up and ran out of the room. Hey, wait, Alice! I took off after her. And I ran, and nowhere did I came out of. What? Whoa, hello.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Oh, as long as you need me to, baby. I don't need you to follow me. Oh, your heart says otherwise. Until you tell me what you do, what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear it from you.
Why?
That's a good question. Remember the crew quarters? Or the garden? We've got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I've spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
Well, she spun around to hide it, but I caught a blush of red on her cheek. We walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. It's a date! I wanted to hear it from you, Alice. Why? I already have Clover's ending. I need yours. I stayed silent. Alice sat down on the bench. She gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean in the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real.
Again. Here it is again, the same description. Man, we are all infected by Radical 6. I don't think anybody except maybe Kay, Dio... Who else? Luna? More. I don't think anybody else, I don't think, besides those 3, everybody had those symptoms before. Right? Am I missing someone? Clover. Clover didn't show any symptoms like that.
Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical 6.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So
Oh yeah, you're right! I forgot about that scene. Although it was so shocking, maybe I wanted to forget it. Everybody died. Even Sigma killed himself. Man. And we're all affected by this thing. Okay. Interesting.
All I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you.
Yeah, actually Quark didn't kill himself, but he had the symptoms. That's what I'm saying.
God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it.
What? Do what?
Kill me! Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not going to kill you. I don't even hate you.
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. Single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
That's who you were after, right? The people who killed your dad.
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself. And about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What? Crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good.
Yeah.
All right then.
Alice took a deep breath and began. It was a long night. Once upon a time. My father is Egyptian. My mother is French. Oh, français. C'est bien ça. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which was why he moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, they'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of my day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, and she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists. He had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. Didn't realize it then. It must have been incredibly difficult for her as a single mother alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often, when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face you could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish anything, more than anything, that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student, and I did especially well at math. I earned a full ride scholarship straight out of high school, and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats of the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time, that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning, especially it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. But trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Oh, Jello to a wall. Wow. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors said he's so old that he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I hit a wall. Face first. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then one day I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. 999. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was a good guess. That was a really good guess. I could never, guess anything. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. We were playing a game by a mental person called Zero, who called himself Zero, which turned out to be someone we all know we were supposed to take a shower with. And apparently she's not here with us right now. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. I am so sorry. I always thought that naked woman was all eyes. That's technically like what everybody believed, and that's how she posed as when we saw at the end of 999. But then again, they gave a little bit more life to the character. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, whoever we were... Sorry. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might be, where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to the SOIS headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had investigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance of and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. Interesting. So you're saying that the group of pharmaceuticals, the pharmaceutical company who wanted to study that phenomenon of passing information through the morphogenetic field from 999 was actually a branch created by Free the Soul to explore the potential of humanity. That's pretty much what you're talking about, right? Cradle Pharmaceutical, exactly. Alright. There was also a sixth person in the SUV, although they weren't riding it per se. Ace, in the back of the trunk. Ace is in the trunk of the car. A middle-aged man who I'll just call H. Yeah, I don't remember his name. But it was Ace. Had been bound and placed in the trunk. There you go. According to the other four, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. There you go. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. There you go. There you go. More specifically, I suppose H was a member of Free the Soul. Oh, and very committed to their cause. Interesting. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently, it had been part of an experiment designed to test the abilities of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of this of it before, so I'll try to give you a quick rundown. There you go. That's pretty much the phenomenon behind what happens in 999. Again, Taro Hongo. Yeah, there you go. Oh my nose is stuffed. Sorry about the weird noises of me sniffling my snot back inside my nose. Oh, sorry for the description, was too TMI. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousnesses of certain other people. Sorry. To be honest, it might be simpler just to call it telepathy. The SOIS had heard of this particular ability before and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. Oh my. Yeah, there you go. Alice got it a few words right to explain what the morphogenetic field is. Although it's not accurate, it's still close to. Yeah, Juan, I just saw your comment about Alice and being all eyes. And yes, it still is. Like, in essence, she still represent all eyes, okay? Although she was not a mummified, like, frozen girl in a coffin, her name is Alice, and it fits the description. Maybe that was a trick of some sort. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just coincidence, which is an incredible coincidence. But they had to explain what happened, so yeah. Then brother must have had known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time, he claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological attack, a terrorist attack. My boss decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she had been a test subject in H's experiment, hello Granddad, welcome to the stream. We knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission, and with Snake. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of the Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover, until at last, in the basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there. And when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him up to death. Ah, boy. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He said that unless she wanted to end my father, unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave me alone and tell her master that the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me, or that once I was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had at least been able to save her. Yeah, I kind of knew that you could create sort of, kind of like an Ice 9, but it kind of like, it sounds far-fetched to have water stay frozen at room temperature for some reason. Well, if it is, it's not water per se, so yeah. However, the infectious property of Ice 9 are inspired by prions. From prions, okay. Fun fact, the symbol behind yeah, I know, Snake had that symbol on his robe. Yeah. I think Kyle pointed that out last time we talked about that. Yeah, and I remember that. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale, on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers, comprised of 8s and 9s. It took a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. Oh boy. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. Oh man. Oh man, like, you have a guy who actually carved his chest saying I love you in the name of his daughter. Hopefully, like, oh my, he carved it in on his skin, chest skin. How? Wow. Wow. I broke down crying right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness. Not for the monsters who'd put my father through this. Yeah, who would even do that, the carving? I mean, people do that. It's kind of crazy, and when you're dying you can do pretty much anything because it's the last breath. Still, like, wow. I would make them pay. Even if I had to die to do it. That night I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. It sacrificed too much for me to take his opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my experiment put wow. I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time. We gathered information, and we did our research. We planned. Finally, we were ready. All right, Vivin. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Should I be crying now? Maybe not. But I know if you just saw this one, this kind of gets, it's kind of sad, but yeah, kind of touchy, you know. There are some really touchy stuff here. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on December 22nd, only 3 days before the Christmas times operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. And we all died. So you inhaled the gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Thanks. Clover! Alice cried so much right now. You should have seen her. You said you wouldn't say it. Well, I told her everything. Sorry. My bad. But it was too funny to see you cry. Such evil Sigma. She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up. Clover should have seen this bitch crying. Oh, we should go back. Oh, yeah. Not yet. I still want to call Clover on this. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs, and based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key.
Well, what's a key? Like, one... What is it? What is it? It's like, I have no clue what computer is.
It allows you to sort of unlock a code.
Yeah, keys unlock stuff, but what's the key? What's supposed to be? It's like a key to open a locked door or something? Explain yourself, bitch.
Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Oh, there you go. Huge string of numbers. That's it. That's what I needed to know. Thanks. Wait. A long string of numbers? Could that be... Flashback! Seven, 8, 1, 5, 3, 6, 1, 0, 9, 8, 8, 3, 8, 0, 9, 4, 2, 4, 1, 9, 9, 0, 5, 5, 1.
What the hell?
I am Sigma. I am a robot. I remember everything in the... Oh, I got an achievement and I couldn't see what it was. Crap. That was the robot voice saying the numbers. I was almost as surprised as she was. The numbers just flew out of my mouth. Had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew I was what I was doing. Sigbots 2000. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Where did... Wait, can you say that again?
7, 8, 1.
That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
Oh my goodness, this game. Sigma remembers something that never happened because it happened in another timeline. So Sigma remembers something, a huge amount of numbers, from another timeline, and she actually is able to tell us that's this number to the third power. And I'm like, what? Not even basic multiplication can I do so fast. And these guys do those things. Wow. Fast clap for them. Not slow clap, fast clap. What?
That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Like, if you have 30, you'd get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
Yeah. So you're saying that the 19, 84, 49, 35, 1 is a prime. And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you'd get 7...
Yes.
Don't tell me you just did all of that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head.
Oh, congratulations, you're so good.
Simple mental arithmetic.
Oh, simple mental arithmetic. What? No way. That's impossible.
I told you, I'm better at math than most people.
You're not better at math than most people. You're better at math than the world, period. That's not better at math.
Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers.
I'm a machine. I say numbers like this.
That seems pretty astounding, too.
Yeah, we're both astounding. Let's marry. Together.
Where did you find that number anyway?
In my pocket. I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number.
Yeah. Alice is a calculator, and I am a data center.
I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Huh. Could you explain that with small words?
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power.
Do you really have to
I
spell
think that's
that
our
number?
hint for cracking the code. You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I think the first row was CQUJHNMTEO1 Rax DF Neo VP.
On the second row?
By all L. So BYOL. What? The end is lead, I think. Then they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory.
Yeah. Yes.
We could really use someone like you back at the...
Say it. Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one. Just keep going until you get something.
Huh. Interesting.
Make sense?
Makes sense. I ran over what she said. I ran over what she said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was. I could go and try it. That's hexadecimal. That probably spells something. Oh, I should write that down? Okay. Alright, let me write that down then. Okay. No, not here. That's the sticky part of the sticky notes. I like this music though. Prime number. This pen doesn't want to write. What was the number? So 198,449,351. There you go. Written down like a mouse. I don't know if it's a 3 or a 9, but it's a number. So, what would we get if we picked out letters like Ishida explained? The first letter would be a C, the top left. So, maybe I'll write it down too. Why not? So C. So +1. That give us D. Q. I give up. Oh, I understand. No, sorry. C. The first letter is C. Then O. Okay, O. Then 8 more right. I can't see it. So, oh, then 8 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Eventually we'd get a word. So the next is 4. Let's go 4. From that. 4. Oh. And then you continue. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you continue. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my goodness. Oh. Do you guys know what it actually does? You know what it spells? Yeah. Dude. It spells completed. That's the word. Oh, that's right, yeah. It spells completed. Whoa. It's the word that appears at the end of each puzzle. Completed. I did it. Completed. That's it. That's the answer.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do. And the word I got is completed. Well, actually it's completed, but the code and the letters repeat every two lines. Sorry. It must. Sorry. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
That's much easier to remember. Hey, yeah, it says clear this time instead of completed. Yeah, that was. I'm certainly certain. I'm definitely certain. I'm certainly certain.
All right then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
It means you finished the puzzle. What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing, here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, makes sense now. That string of code. You use that pattern to send a message. Wow. Okay. Makes sense now. Makes all the sense.
What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Here we go, back to memory lane.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Damn it. Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remember it now. Leo was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member, he was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared. Oh, Wild Clover appeared. Pokeball!
Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah, there you are.
I've been looking all over for you.
Really?
We're all down in the floor B warehouse.
Everybody died.
Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Oh no!
Why?
We've still got 45 minutes until the white door opened.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there.
Oh, intro. Lol. The password to fuck. Oh gosh. So?
Well, all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too.
That seems odd. Phi only had one BP too. Her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh! Just come with me!
Against Dio? No doubt.
Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
Coming.
It's going down. It's going down. And we're about to end the stream real soon. Get more K's. We need more arms. All 4 of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas, and even the smallest spark turned the whole place into a raging inferno. Yeah, watch them all be dead by the time you arrive, but well, they're still here. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight, with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid and you need to knock it off.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
I know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah.
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than nearly killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Ah! God damn it! Enough already! I roared with fury. My voice echoed, rebounded off the wall. It echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Okay, read properly, thank you. Everyone fell silent. You missed my raging roar of despair. You missed probably most of the rest of Alice's story. I don't know when you left exactly. Okay. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured who planted the bombs. Yes.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Uh-huh. Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Okay. Tenmyoji, you are going to go to the lounge and lock yourself there because you didn't tell me who Zero was before you left my little ass here. Okay? So, shut the fuck up.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say, Dio's mouth. Oh, snap!
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell did you get that fact?
Ah, good question. Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. Just play dumb, and he was good at it. And I'd get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. You should, or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here, to keep an eye on you. It was quick, but just a moment, I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness, like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable, admirable even, but perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother left, had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. Oh? Still not convinced? How about this? The string of number I told you earlier with the robotic voice. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that, and you'll get that number to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch you watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you, I am not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside? Call him yourself with your transmitter.
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission!
Oh snap. What?
Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
What? Huh. Sorry. What was that?
I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen Brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
Don't know. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
Don't give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Okay. Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenmyoji quickly explained to Fine K about the memory card and the number 2 bomb and about the code we'd found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yep.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering from behind me, and I turned to see Alice, and her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going
To kill you!
Ooh, I'm scared. Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty. But you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly.
There we go. 4 bombs.
I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt towards Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and he dodged. Clover spun out from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus Alice, and Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him!
Right! Sigma, catch!
Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest. Oh boy.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. There you go. There you go. Strangely enough, once I had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings proved true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
Oh, you son of a...
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
That's enough to detonate the bombs.
30 minutes.
To disarm the bombs, sorry. Whoop.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
We have 2 codes. We have, 2 codes for the 0 and the 1 bomb. And we don't know the whereabouts of the 0 bomb. We know the 1, 2, and 3. But we don't know the whereabouts of the 0 bomb. We don't know the code of the 2 and 3.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat. The right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out. Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes...
It's no use! There's nothing here!
Did you lie to me?
No. I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hands from his pockets and held it out. Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out towards him. Suddenly he moved, right hand shaking, sneaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. You freaking bastard. Dude, it's venom. He's gonna kill himself. That's it, done. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. There you go. Heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Fly's like, poison, I guess. Like, I kinda expected that.
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
Yeah, how could you be so stupid? His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of the spittle began to trickle out from the corner of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me.
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation? You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna
boy.
do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one.
Number 2 or number 3?
This is the deactivation code for bomb 3.
Cool. Bomb 3. Okay, get ready to write it down, guys. Write it down with me. I don't have space in that piece of paper. 3. Yes. Yeah, I have space here. Okay, bomb 3. Come on.
Ready?
Set.
LXQ LHC NMR.
It could have like give us. It could have give us like any bit code. MNR. NMR. Sorry. There you go. We have 3 codes out of 4. Just missing 1. We're on our way to fantastic worlds of fantasticness. We're almost done with the stream, I guess. What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3. He died. He didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak, and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world.
What a wonderful world.
May brother live in everlasting
Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died within a strange, happy smile. With a strange, happy smile, sorry. Nah, it's really fucked up. Damn.
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
We're going to travel through timelines to find the device and the last password. I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
What a timing. Ooh. So 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Oh my.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
What? Oh, yeah. Maybe Dio has a note or something.
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pocket and sleeves. Then sat back. Oh, sorry. With her heels, frustrated.
Damn. He's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
We all took off and run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. As we search, the clock kept ticking. Damn it. We're gonna all die. Then at last, the chromatic doors opened. Can we still hope to survive the explosion?
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Or to hell? I thought barely, the thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How had we ended up like this, or this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thought. And my consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only the void. And that's it. On the moon, what? It's the, like, the moon is red in the sky, and we are in the desert, maybe the Nevada desert? This is the Alice ending. And we got a new password and a new stuff, like tons more information. But still a lot of questions though. Let's skip it. Let's skip it. It's gonna be the end of the stream, guys. Alice End is where we left, where we leave today. Yep. Let's go back and check out the chart. This is the chart. We opened a new path, by the way. So, path right next to Alice is open for us to visit. We can finally point out fingers. And not only that, there's yet another path. You see right to the right of it? Yeah, the dead end. And after that, there's another open book we can check out. So 2 paths to check out in the following stream, probably next week. So you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the show next time. But right now, it's over. So if you want to go, you can go. If you want to stay, you can stay. And you can stay why? Because I'm going to answer your questions. It's time for the end card chat time, which won't take long, just to answer a few questions if you have any. And we'll see. We'll see you next time if you leave right now. See you in a bit.
Welcome to the Blue Darty!
Alright, here we are. It's time for the end stream chat time. I just realized that everything I said in the past few seconds didn't make any sense. But anyway, guys, real quick. Man, this was a good ending. That was a really good ending. I liked Alice's story so far. What we got was really good. And then the whole shebang where we actually get codes and see Dio die, which is a shame that, as Shantae said, like he actually died on his own terms. But there you go. We opened 2 endings. Yes, exactly. So yeah. No, what if Schwartz is right? The Earth may be red because the nuclear explosion destroyed the crust. Can that happen? Or the pollution on the stratosphere makes it red. Can that happen? What? But if you're telling me that we're on the moon and that red thing is Earth? What? Yeah. Huh. It can be lava? Question mark? Pollution makes planets look like gray. Are you sure? I'm not sure myself, but gray, I don't know. How about the gravity? Everything's so floaty. Everything's not floaty. You know, I don't know what you mean. Really? Man, we gotta put this hypothesis on the table now. Dude. Yeah. Same thing as sunset. Yeah. I see what you mean, guys. I see what you mean, actually. Wow, this is really weird. Like, wait, but how? I don't see it, like, everything is so floaty. How floaty is it? Like, I never really noticed. Well, I mean, yeah, Fi does those incredible jumps, but she's pretty much the only one who does that, right? Did you see the Dio ending, Shantae? The suits are not well, they weren't introduced as astronaut suits. They were introduced as biohazard suits. you know? And that could, it might as well be a desert too, during the night. Yeah. Although you're right, that hypothesis is not wrong. What if it is? What if it is? You know? Now you raised a good question. But I'm saying, aside from Phi jumping, everyone seems to be under normal gravity. Yeah, that too. That's why I can't be certain that we're on the moon. You know, we can't say that it's the place that is actually that has its own gravity. We can't say that because Phi is capable of jumping that high, which would cut that theory. So if it's on the moon, then for Phi to jump like that, the gravity should be lighter either way. But since the other ones don't do those crazy jumps and stuff, that means maybe there is some sort of strong gravity, like normal gravity. But then again, that would contradict what Phi can do if she was on the moon, which, I mean, I'm not sure myself. Maybe in the next stream we'll know. How far am I from the end? I mean, with streams like that, do you think I can reach the ending soon? Or how many streams do you think it will take at this rate? Like 3, 4? 10 more? We're on live stream 12, so yeah. But even outside the facility, yeah, Sigma still felt normal gravity. So there is a little, yeah. It could be anything. Like, it's mind-blowing. Like, now you raised a good question. What if we're not even on Earth? Like, yeah, what if? And why? And if so, why aren't we on Earth? Well, technically, one of the reasons would be that we are there to evade the disaster that's happening on Earth, right? Radical 6 and all that. Huh. It's really interesting, though. But then again, we are infected with Radical 6, so we're not escaping it, we're infected by it. I'm confused. I know, Granddad. I know how gravity works. The thing is, we only see Phi jumping like she was on the moon, which... You see the movements being the same. The movements are the same, technically, right? So... But the gravity itself, the high jumps, you know, the floatiness is not there. Only Phi can do those jumps. Which kind of feels like weird. Yeah, okay, well, okay, yeah. Gravity does matter, okay. Yeah, 1/6 lower. Yeah, if it's 5/6 of Earth gravity, then it's 1/6 smaller than the Earth. Yeah. All right. Guys, any other questions you guys want to ask? Any other things you want to point out about the game, about anything? All the characters are locked. Oh, sorry, are in a closed space on us, so the moon gravity is heavier because they aren't outside. But we actually said that outside we didn't notice any difference, you know? This game is about 27 hours long. Well, I wasn't really asking how long it was. I was asking with the rhythm I'm going, how many other like live streams you think I will spend looking at the flowchart, like how many episodes I will take. And Dio's ending, we were outside and didn't notice any change in gravity. Yeah, and Sigma was running. Usually when you run on this, well, if you run on the surface of the earth, you gain some altitude because the movement of your legs kind of make it so you kind of float higher, so it makes it harder to run. So and Sigma was going full speed to get to Dio, I think. You'd say 4 streams? Okay. It's a good amount. I mean, you can finish in the 16th stream. So you think there's content for 4 more streams? That's good. That's good. We still have, and that means we're really close to getting to the 3rd game. Yeah, Granddad, that's what I'm getting at. Everything is really complicated. So we're gonna get answers, but the hypothesis of being on the moon is not out of the question, actually. Now that you guys brought all those points up, I'm not saying it's not the moon. I'm just saying that it can't be. We can't be sure it's the moon. Okay, it could be Earth, it could be the moon. We don't know. But I'll now I have this in the back of my mind, and I'll think about it and see if I can find out other details that I forgot that might be connected to the fact that we're on the moon. You're way far behind. Mm-hmm. 1/6 lower, yeah. You say I'm way far behind. Kyle says there's 4 streams left, which is not that far. So what is it? And 1/6 is the speed it's this processing speed of the brain when affected by radical 6. Yes, I think, right? Is it? Maybe not. But if it is, I don't see how that influences the gravity. How the gravity has connected to the perception of time. The two are not really relatable? Well, I mean, the falling is relatable, but not the movement speed. Huh. Let's not give too many details. I don't want to spoil myself, okay? Just in case. Are you doing another stream this weekend? I am. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I'm probably going to stream tomorrow, hopefully. And I will, but I will not stream this game. I'll stream a new game on the channel. The thing is, for example, the game is now running in the background. I don't know if it counts the amount of time passing, even if it's, well, it's like that. It also, the game is also sometimes paused when I go to the bathroom or something, or when I or when I just talk to and read the chat, and I lose a few minutes reading the chat. Some of the puzzles take longer. There were a few instances of some puzzles taking a long time, half an hour and stuff. So if you know the game, you'll do 27 hours. But if you don't know it, you'll do 40 hours or more. So yeah. And I noticed when if I saved twice this stream, and I noticed the time changed both times I saved, so it counts when you're on the menus. Okay, if I can aim for that, that would be good. Yeah, like skip the text, I mean. Yeah, well, we're not talking about skipping the text or the story, just reading everything and doing the puzzles perfectly without interruptions. You should be able to do it in 27 hours. But if you skip the text, yeah, you can do it in 30 minutes. No problem. You just skip everything. You have to use the passwords you shouldn't know yet. Jump as soon as you unlock, etc. Yeah. Yep, true. Knowing exactly when things unlock and stuff. 30 minutes is more speed running strats. Yeah, it's speed running strats, definitely. Alright guys, I think we're done. If you have any questions, any more questions, let me know. Thanks again for the donation, and for you guys to coming today and saying hi and sticking around for the stream. Next week we're gonna have more Virtue's Last Reward. It's good that we can stretch the game so far and have something to do, because when I finish a game I always wonder what I'm gonna play next. What am I gonna play next? I don't know what I'm gonna play next. I have some games that have been requested for me to play, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. We'll see. If I can stream tomorrow, I'll stream the new game. If not, there won't be any streams. So we'll see. I've been tight on schedule. I've been tired. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The third game can be done in 40 minutes. Yeah, cool. You're fine now, Jack. Trust me. People will eagerly tell you if you missed an important password. Yeah. But you can't finish the game if you don't get all the passwords, right? Like... Alright, but anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna say goodbyes. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check back from time to time, say hi. You know where to find me, and if you don't, well, you have the links in the description. So, yep, see you next time, guys. Take care, and good night, or bye-bye, or whatever. Bye.